this conversation because we're looking out now and what you came into, it is pronounced Jaminta? Jaiminta. Jaiminta. And it will be on display tomorrow as well at the UN. I'm wondering if you can tell us the fabric that is used and the stories that you are telling through your Jaiminta, and talk about your own organization.
Good evening, everyone. الصحراوية. First, Amy and Dennis and Democracy, my congratulations on your film. This is the first time I actually see it. Well done. So I thought instead of speaking about myself, I would rather speak about the women's story. So behind you, you see Khaymitna, which is a human rights storytelling project. And the main part and most important, especially close to my heart, is the story of the biographies of the human rights defenders. So why I wanted to tell the stories of this woman, Amy. First, my favorite quote, it says, people resist by telling their stories. And the Sahrawi story is not told enough, and especially the story of the Sahrawi women. Why writing the women biographies? Because documentation is very, very important. Among these 19 women, I think it was only 3 or 4 of them where you find type of biography or Wikipedia page. So it's very sad for me that some of these women, they have spent 16 years in secret detention. They have faced torture, rape, and we still don't know about them. It's also, that's written by me, Sahrawi. So even the stories that they are written, or the documentation, it's very important who is writing it and how it's also written. An example of why it's important to the documentation. One of the women, Fatima Tudahwa, and she was in the movie.
And
she passed away.
When you say the women, you mean that you are using their mouth?
Yes. So for people, we will introduce the project afterwards, but from inside of the tent, you will find malhfas of 18, 19 human rights defenders from Western Sahara. So you can use your QR code to do it. But what does Khaymitna as well shows? For me, it shows the women's story, but the whole khayma, and you ask it how it's made from outside, that's it's actually a mini version of the tent that we have in the refugee camps. So it's made from canvas. And I'm showing it because, you know, you said I live in Norway, and I have been many countries, and I'm always very angry when I find Morocco bringing the Sahrawi culture and showing it as a Moroccan culture. So for me, Khaymitna as well is a way to battle and to fight against the culture appropriation. And especially Sahrawis, we are very little people, we are unknown, so it's very, very important that we also show that this is our own culture. Another thing why Khaymitna is important, you also showed the music. So Khayma as an architect has been always threatened by the Spanish colonialism. They want the Sahrawis to move to the cities. Moroccan who does not allow Sahrawis to build a tent, and especially after Demzig, it became like a symbol. So if you take tent from Sahrawis, you are taking air and you are taking freedom from the Sahrawis. Yeah, so that's what a long answer.
And then your own organization, if you could just briefly talk about, you are a refugee from Western Sahara living in Norway.